pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for me.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? All right? Welcome along. We're at, where are we? Airport West. Skyways Hotel, Airport West. This is Essendon Heartland. Yeah, training ground just up the road. Yeah, good. All right, well, let's get into this then. All I want to do is just tell you, you're at the That's Good for Footy panel show. We do these shows every Wednesday night. We're coming to you live, as I said, from, Skyways Hotel, Airport West. They're the only interactive footy panel show where you get to interact with the players. You'll get your photos, a couple of autographs, that sort of thing. It's where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. It's a bit like that song that you thought you always knew the words to, and then you find out they're not the words anymore. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Well, that's what this show's like. So what you thought you knew about Zach Merritt and Dyson Heppel, you probably won't until you finish watching this show. So let's get them out here without too much further ado and have some fun with them. Can you please welcome to the show our first panellist? He has played a total of 82 games and kicked a total of 31 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2014, and he wears the number 7 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Zach Merritt.
Fly up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always
He's off the long walk.
striving for glory and fame. See the Bombers fly up.
Hello, mate. Welcome to the show. Please take a seat. There you go. One more. We got one more, so you can save it. Welcome to the show, though, mate. This is his first time, so you just have to ease him into it a little bit gently, okay? Don't all stare at him at once. Okay, our second panellist, he's played a total of 130 games and kicked a total of 45 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2011. He wears the number 21 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Dyson Heppel.
See the Bombers fly up to win the premiership flag.
Can't get sick of that song, can you?
Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory.
Welcome, mate.
and
Good to see you.
See the
Thanks, brother.
Bombers fly up.
Oh, yeah.
Teams they
Oh, look at him. It's just like, oh, no idea, following up. Yeah. Welcome to the show, boys. Fantastic to have you both here. We're not going to muck too much around with what's going on here. We just want to let everybody know that we're going to have a bit of fun with them, okay? That's what we're here to do. So we're going to kick it off with our first segment, boys, because we'll get straight into it. It's called Footy Talk.
Talk to me, talk to me. All I want is a little conversation.
Here we go, boys. What I've done, we've changed up what we used to do, and we're moving into a little bit of a new era here. We're going to do a little bit of good for footy and not so good for footy. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things. You boys can give me your opinion on them as we move forward. Quick adjudication on the from the MRP. That's good for footy. Would you agree? Quick adjudication from the
Yes,
MRP.
agree.
Yeah.
Great.
No mucking around. They get straight into it and you get the result.
Yeah, after last year when I had to wait a couple of days for my suspension, I'd definitely rather straight away.
Good.
Richie Douglas rubbed out.
One was going to be 1 week, but it's now $10,000. He'd love that, wouldn't he? There was a big bag of goals kicked from the full forwards, okay, which was really nice to see. You had players like Curnow, Wright from Carlton, Cameron, Franklin, Menzel and Rewalt. How good was that to see the forwards out there kicking a bag of goals on the weekend? I know it's only round one, but it was nice to see.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. Great for footy, great for the fans. It's just great for the game in general. I reckon you want to see the stars playing well, and if it's key forwards kicking snags, that's what you want to see.
Absolutely, and you'd agree with that too, wouldn't you, Zeke?
Hopefully it's Joey and Hooksy going forward, but yeah, it is good for footy, I think.
Yeah, good. See, good for footy. We're always phrasing it in. Guys, attendances records over the round one, 375,114 people. That's not a bad result for round one, is it?
Yeah, obviously it's a big build-up, so you'd hope that a lot of people come through the gates, but yeah, to break the records, obviously super for footy going forward.
Yeah.
Yep, agreed.
Agreed.
Massive turnout from the Bomber fans too. Love your work now.
Yeah, excellent. Congratulations to the AFL women's, the Western Bulldogs, obviously on winning the flag. That's got to be good for footy too. You have to agree there.
Oh, not the Bombers, but yeah, I'll watch when the Bombers get a team involved.
Yeah, fantastic. No, they did very well. It's good to see a different grand finalist this year in Premier too. It's fantastic.
Poor old Brisbane missed out twice now, haven't they? Oh, that's sad.
Stuff 'em.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The AFL record, Tommy Mitchell goes out and break it, 54 touches. Not a bad effort. That's got to be good for footy.
Yeah, it was super to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think he brought his own footy to the game. I think, didn't he?
Had it on
Yeah,
the
no, I
string.
did see him pack that, but
Yeah.
no, look, I think it's great. Like last time he copped a heap of flack for just a little cheapies, but his game on the weekend was quality possession, so
Quality.
massive game. Yeah,
Yeah, good. Nick Dax returns after a year and a bit out. That was good to see. That's got to be good for footy as well.
yeah, that is awesome. He's
Yeah.
one that I love watching play and super exciting. So I think everyone was stoked to see him out and about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a bit of a funny cat too. I wouldn't mind having him on the panel one day. Gary Ablett returned to the Cats. 39 lazy touches and a goal. Not bad for your first game back, is it?
Yeah, it was romantic for them, but I think hopefully he's a bit tired and a bit old when he comes up against us.
Good, good. Yeah, I like it. Jackie Watson, his first game up for Port Adelaide. 3 goals. Good to see Jack, because we were a bit saddened by knowing that he was leaving Melbourne last year, and to know that he got picked up by Port. I know there was a lot of speculation of where he was going to go. But nice to see him find his way over at Port Adelaide, and to click 3 goals in his first game for them in the home and away was pretty awesome too.
Yeah,
Good for footy?
it's great for footy. I think he's copped it. He's been an absolute whipping boy for Melbourne, and he's got a whole heap of ability. I reckon he should have left there years ago, to be honest, and
Yeah.
start afresh. But I hope he has a prosperous career from here on in.
Good stuff, mate. All right, not so good for footy. 10-metre exclusion zone. What are your thoughts on that? 50-metre penalty. It looks pretty severe. Is it just a case of you guys, and I say you guys because you're the ones I can talk to as representatives now, by saying that, is it something you have to get your head around?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's like all new rules. It
Yep.
takes a little bit of time, but I think the reason they brought it in was for better scoring, higher scoring, better for fans. So I think when we get used to it, it'll be a good rule for everyone.
And it's good that you said that, because that then leads back into that first statement I made. We had big full forwards kicking goals. That's one of the reasons, primarily. Would you be suggesting that we get the ball down there quicker? It doesn't give the back line much time to set up, and forwards, if they're playing in front, they're going to kick a bag of goals.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're spot on. And I think as long as the umpires don't get too carried away with it, if it literally isn't slowing play, let it go. But if you are encroaching and they have to sort of slow, then it's definitely a free. Yeah.
Good, like it. All right. Teams have already been pretty heavily scrutinised, and I name these 4. The Pies, the Dogs, Freo and the Roos. And position-wise, they're all sitting between 14th and 18th anyway. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Collingwood, but not equally as much. There's going to be so much on Freo. Ross Lyon's not looking happy already. North Melbourne, geez, they're going to have a hard season. And the Bulldogs, probably not where they needed to be. Not so good for footy. Your thoughts on any of that?
I think that's every year it happens. There's always pressure on coaches and teams.
Yeah.
It's a ladder for a reason. So I think those guys are pretty experienced heads in footy, and I think they'll cope pretty well.
Great answer. There you go. Put me back in my box. I like it. Now, Essendon boys, a great comeback win. Obviously 20 points down. Haven't done that for like 17 years. Congratulations on that. And what a game it was. It was good to be.
What was that stat?
You were 20 points down, and you haven't come back from being that far behind for like 17 years. And to win.
I don't know where you've heard that, Damo.
No,
I reckon I've been there for 8 years, and I've definitely played in wins that we've come back from further
Yeah?
football. I reckon.
All right. Okay. That might have been under not good for footy then. All right. Okay. How did you boys pull up after the match, and how are you feeling heading into your first round? How was that first round hit out for you?
Yeah, look, solid hit out. We had a number of players cover a fair bit of territory, but bodies pulled up really well. Didn't cramp, so you saw a number of players throughout the league cramping, so I was all right. Ready to butter up and go again this week.
Good. Okay. Wanted to talk about 6 goals to 5 to 1 goal 3. So you kicked 6 goals 5 to 1 goal 3 in the last quarter. That's not a bad effort for a team, coming back and doing as I just said. But I'll have to check on that stat now. But obviously 6 goals 5 to 1 goal 3. It's a bloody good effort.
Yeah, I think we probably were pretty good for the first half, and then we're pretty poor for the third quarter. But I think we finally got it together that last quarter. And as Dice talked about, a lot of guys covered a lot of ground, so we had a lot of fresh guys going into that last quarter. And finally, I think we got on top of them in the inside, and then we fortunately kicked some good goals.
Wow, you like listening to Zach Merritt. He's got a bit of insight. I really like that. Thank you, mate. James Stewart and Cale Hooker. Not bad. 3 goals apiece. nice to know that they're up and about as well, I would presume.
Yeah, no doubt. Look, I think they've definitely been putting a heap of time into their forward craft. So Hook's here, hopefully looking for a big year, and I reckon James Stewart's come on in leaps and bounds. So I reckon he'll play an important role for us this year.
Awesome. Well done, Beauty. Thanks, mate. 35 possessions to two unlikely lads, Dyson Heppel and Zaka. So not bad. 35 possessions for your first game back.
Yeah, good start, I suppose. Yeah, good to get a bit of the footy.
Yeah, nice start. I'm pleased for David, because there was probably a little bit of time in 2017 where he was a little bit out in the wilderness. So to see him come back and get that kind of possessions on the ground is great for him.
Yeah, I think we don't really judge. It seems boring answer. We don't really judge our games off possessions, and as a team, we're trying to build a strong midfield that's going to hold up in finals. So. It's good for David. I think he's been super. His defensive efforts more so than he's getting the ball so far. So hopefully, throughout the year, he'll continue to grow that and start to bring younger guys along with him, because he's a super player for us.
You must be excited to hear all this news. Yeah, good. All right. Your new recruits, the Triple S, Stringer with 16, Smith with 23, and Sard with 12. Not bad as well. I mean, to have those come in, they've got to get used to your game style, your game plan, and so forth. But to know that they've sort of hit the ground running, good.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they've slotted in really well. Really embraced the culture of the club, and they're just ripping characters. So it's good to have them around the club, and especially Devon brought a real amount of leadership from GWS. So I think he's been super.
Jakey Stringer, forgets his pass to get in, doesn't bring the right shoes. He's he's a different cat, that boy, isn't he?
Sums Jakey up beautifully, I think. But, he's good at footy, so we'll take him.
Yeah, exactly. Carl Hooker's explanation of the JLT series. It's like dancing with your sister. It's good, but it's not really the real thing. Would you have to agree with that?
Yeah, well, it's a different one. I think we need to have a proper practice match, though, to test ourselves against opposition. We get sick of bashing each other at training, so I think there is purpose for it, but I think probably for fans it needs to be more of a competition going forward.
Oh, excellent. Loving it. All right. Second last one. What are your expectations heading into 2018? Where do you see the...
Look, I suppose every team is pushing to play finals footy. We got to look at it last year, and certainly failed in that regard when we got there. So hopefully we can jump another hurdle and push as deep into September as we can. Yeah.
Brilliant. And absolutely. The last one I wanted to add, whilst everyone's clapping at the moment, was WrokerrocheR just inked a new 2-year extension today. That's correct?
Yeah, he did. It was obviously very exciting for us as players to have him for 2 more years. I think he's been there for 3. This is his 3rd year now, so to know he's going to be there for 5 or 6 years, I think it's got a great amount of consistency throughout the whole club. So really looking forward to him the next 3 years.
Wonderful. There you go. You can please put your hands together for the boys. Thanks, guys. That's just a little bit of footy talk that we get straight off the cuff, and we get in and out of that as nice and quick as we can, but I appreciate your input in there. What we want to do now, we're going to go into the round. It's obviously round 2. We're going to discuss the games very, very quickly. Trust me, it's very, very quick. So what we're going to do is we'll get into it right now. It's obviously round 2. It starts tomorrow night, Thursday the 29th of March. It's Adelaide versus Richmond at the Adelaide Oval, 7:20 p.m. That's going to be a cauldron for the Tigers tomorrow night. Let's hear the Adelaide song.
We're the pride
And that'll do.
of
Thank you very much. Told you it's quick. And let's go straight to Richmond. And that'll do there. Thank you. Don't be cheering that if you're at an Essendon show. Come on. So it's Adelaide v Richmond, 7:20 p.m. Tomorrow night. What are your thoughts here, boys?
Yeah, I'll certainly tune in. I think it's going to be a pretty hot game after last year's grand final, but I think Richmond will be far too strong.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, I think judging off early form, I think Tigers they're going to be even better than last year. To be honest, I think they've had a terrific pre-season, and I think they didn't play their best footy at all last week, but I think they'll show it this weekend over in Adelaide. Yeah.
Wow, it's going to be really hard. It is a cauldron. It's like having the 19th man, that ground. So they're going to be up against them. So, well, looking forward to it. Going to be a cracking night. North Melbourne versus St Kilda. This is a Good Friday game, 4:20 p.m. at Etihad Stadium. Let's hear North Melbourne. Thank you very much, and let's go straight to St Kilda.
when the
And that's the Saints. All right, 4:20 p.m. Etihad Stadium. What are your thoughts?
I'm just excited that there's a game of footy on Good Friday now. I think it's great for, I guess, all of Australia who are coming together for a great cause, but to have something to watch that afternoon I think will be pretty good, and I think the Saints will probably be a bit too good.
This is excellent. A lot of the questions that Zach's actually answering right now, I've got questions coming up later on. So
We can cut the night short then.
yeah, we'll be finished by no time at all. Who do you tip here, mate?
Yeah, Saints as well for me.
Yep.
I'll be tucking into a fish burger instead of a beef burger, mate. So be right.
All right, nothing from the South Melbourne Dim Sims, all right. Let's get down to Carlton versus Gold Coast. It's 1:45 at Etihad Stadium. Let's hear the Carlton theme song. And thank you very much, Sam. Let's go straight to Gold Coast. And thank you for that, Sam. What do you think here, boys? Carlton v Gold Coast, Etihad Stadium.
I think Carlton's shown they're going to be much better this year, so I think I'll go with them at home.
Okay. Yeah, agreed, Carlton. They definitely showed some good signs last week. So
They did. Very good. Excellent. Let's go to the MCG, 4:35 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. It's Collingwood versus GWS. Let's hear Collingwood. Thank you very much. And let's go straight to GWS. And thanks for that, Sam. Boys, what do you reckon here?
I think you'd be mad to go past the Giants after last week's game. They absolutely dominated the Doggies, who I think are a pretty good team as well. So I'll go the Giants.
Good.
yeah, GWS, pretty handy outfit. So I reckon they'll get the job done.
Looking the chocolates, aren't they? All right, let's go over to the Gabba. Well, let's go up to the Gabba, actually, on Sunday, the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. It had nothing to do with this game. Brisbane versus Melbourne. Let's hear Brisbane.
We are the pride of Brisbane.
And let's go straight to Melbourne.
It's a grand old flag.
Beauty. Thanks, Sam. What do you think here, boys? Brisbane versus Melbourne.
I think Brisbane's always tough up there, but I think Melbourne and the way they play should hold up pretty strong up there after a disappointing loss last week.
Yep.
Really, just to be different to Junior, I'm going to pick Brisbane.
Wow, okay.
That'll work.
All right. I like it.
For no particular reason, but anyway.
Yeah, playing up there. Good enough reason as any. 3:20 p.m, Etihad Stadium. This game, it's the W's. West Coast versus the Western Bulldogs. Let's hear the Western Bulldogs. And thank you, Sam. Straight over to West Coast. And thanks for that. Boys, tips?
West Coast have struggled in Melbourne, but I think they should get over the line this week.
Yeah,
Wow.
Doggies under the hammer. I think they'll fire, though. I'm going to go Bulldogs to win.
Yeah, right. Okay. Interesting. I like it. Okay. Well, let's go over to the SCG at 4:40 p.m. This is on Monday, the 2nd of April. This is Sydney versus Port Adelaide. Let's hear Sydney.
Cheer,
Thank you, Sam. Straight to Port Adelaide. And that'll do there. What do you reckon here, boys?
Oh, it's a big game, isn't it? I think they're both super teams, and there's probably teams that are really aiming for top four. So
Yep.
I think probably Sydney at home should win.
Okay.
Yeah, cracking game. I think... Yeah, look, I'm going to go Swannies. I will go Swannies. I think just their contested ball side of things, I reckon we'll get them over the line.
Wow. Wasn't Buddy back with form last week?
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
He's looking ominous. Boys, this is Easter Monday game. This is 3:20 p.m. at the MCG. This is Geelong versus Hawthorn. Let's see Geelong.
we are Geelong.
And that'll do there. Let's go straight to the Hawks. And thanks for that, Sam. What do you reckon here, boys? Two old stalwarts.
It makes it a long round, doesn't it? Thursday to Monday.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll certainly tune in. It's probably one of my favourite games of the year to watch these two teams after the last 10 years. And I think Geelong are playing some pretty good footy. I think they'll get over the line.
Okay.
Yeah, fantastic game again. A good round of footy. I think the Cats will get over the line. I hope it's a really close game as it has been in the past. So we'll go the Cats. Though.
How good is it to have footy back when you start talking like that and you start saying that every round's a good round? There's some cracking games
that's right,
going on. Geelong and Hawthorn, obviously, you know, bitter rivals, and they have some great games. Easter Monday is always a classic game, so I look forward to the outcome of that. What we now want to talk about, boys, this game is proudly brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. We want to get a little bit of the big picture on this game because this is you, boys. We're heading over to Perth Stadium. This game is at 5:10 p.m. It's Fremantle versus Essendon. Let's hear the Fremantle song. That'll do, thank you. Let's go straight to Essendon.
See the Bombers fly up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the Bombers fly up. We are the teams they don't fear. They all try their best, but they can't get near as the Bombers fly up.
There you go, fantastic. Now, guys, Fremantle, they didn't have a very good game last weekend. Ross Lyon was obviously seething. What do you think is going to be the Essendon formula that's going to come out and give Fremantle a run for their money?
I think we just play our way is going to be the key. But I think you can't read too much into what's happened to them in the past. Ross Lyon's obviously a good coach, but I think so is Busher and so is us as a team. So I think if we just play our way, we should be in the contest for most of the game.
Jeez, your answers are too good for this show, mate, I tell you. We're not... Normally this is like... We don't get this, so thanks heaps. You both obviously haven't played at... It's now called Optus Stadium. You haven't played there before. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere. Must be looking forward to playing there, but tell me a little bit more. Yeah,
absolutely. No, a bit of a state-of-the-art facility over there, so really looking forward to checking it out. Captain's Day the other week, I spoke to Nat Fyfe and he said they'd only been on it for about 30 minutes for a little kick around, so the old home ground advantage won't really come into play this week. So I was stoked to hear that. But looking forward to it. We'll have a bit of we're heading over earlier on Friday to have a run at the ground on Friday Arvo before we play the following day. So looking forward to it. It'll be great.
So you'll be over there Good Friday, get to go have a bit of a run around out on the ground and then obviously come out and play them. And as you said, no home ground advantage. So that's good. Great news there. Is there anything else you want to allude to? Ins, outs, injuries, anything that you think would be relevant that you'd love to tell all the lovely Essendon fans here right now?
Junior, you playing?
Don't tell anyone, but I'm going to play. Just don't tell anyone.
Right. Good.
I think the team will be pretty well unchanged. I think we haven't had we didn't get any injuries from the game, so I think we'll be pretty much the same list. Yeah.
You must love all the innuendo that floats around when you get a little bit of a head knock, and then you've had one at here, there, and everywhere, and one when you fell over when you were shopping at Big W, and all that kind of stuff. It's like it just gets out of control, doesn't it?
He's wearing the helmet this week too.
Enough said and done on that matter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that game was brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema, 6 great locations: South Morang, Cheltenham, Fountain Gate, Hoppers Crossing, Water Gardens, and the Gold Coast. Can you please put your hands together for the boys? Thank you. Thanks, guys. Well done. What we want to do now, we've done all the footy stuff. We're going to have a little bit of fun with the people that are here tonight, so we'll get them up and get them involved. I'm looking for 2 contestants to come up and actually play, to get involved in this particular segment. Can I see a show of hands? Kids, I'll get you up for the next one because I need you to just do some scoring on the next one. These questions might be a little bit... they're very easy. The gentleman down the back there, you've put your hand up twice. We'll get you up. Thank you. And who else? Who else is... Yeah, the gentleman over there. If I could get you both up, please. Thank you. I'll introduce the segment as they make their way up, and if you could just come and stand in the front here. Yeah, there you go. You can say hello to the boys. Yeah, there you go. Who have we got here? Your names? David and? JB. And? JB. Nice to meet you both. Welcome to the show. I'll introduce the segment. It's pretty simple. I need you 2 boys to turn around and face that way because we're actually, we like looking at you, but we'd be, if you could hand them the microphone, that'd be wonderful. And we've got another microphone down here. Can we hand that one out as well? What side's that on, Sammy? Down here? And Sandy's reaching. Oh, not there. Sorry, I had to do it. All right. If you could hand over the microphone and they can both have one each. So we've got David and JD. What's going to happen here, boys? We'll get you all wired up. We'll get you to test your buzzers. So David, could you test your buzzer, please, with David? Yeah. Go for it. Test your buzzer.
Where's my buzzer?
You are your buzzer.
Oh.
Yeah, your name is your buzzer.
Oh, David.
Beautiful. And JB?
JB.
Excellent. Buzzer's working well. I like it. What's going to happen here, guys? I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. Zach Merritt and Dyson Heppel are going to be keeping score. So they've got a little paddle system behind you. They're going to keep score each time that you guys get one right. All right? We'll see how we go here. This segment is called Simply the Best.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
All right, here we go. Boys, you've already tested your buzzers, so we know they're working. I'm going to ask you your first question. The first one that buzzes in with the correct answer will get the paddle turned over. Here it goes. How many premierships has your club won?
JB. David.
That was JB.
16.
Correct, mate. Well done. Not bad. I like you, boys. Quick off the mark. How many times has your team played in a losing grand final?
JB.
JB?
12.
29. You were close, mate. Who is your team's captain?
David.
David? Your finger is. Yeah? You can say his name if you want, mate.
The chap behind me.
Okay, then I'll go.
I hope he hasn't shifted.
Yeah, Dyson Apple is correct. Who wears the number 7 at your club?
JB.
JB?
Zach Merritt.
Correct, well done. How many members does your club currently have?
David.
Closest to within 1,000? David?
68. 1,000.
Well, it's actually 66,460. I will give it to you. That's not a bad effort. Yeah, good on you, mate. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year?
David.
Oh, was that David? Yeah, David.
7th.
Correct, mate. Well done. How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season?
David.
JB?
12.
Correct, mate. Jeez, you boys are good. What year did your team last win a grand final and who did
David.
they play? David?
2000.
And who did they play?
Melbourne.
Correct, well done. How many points did you win that grand final by?
David.
Oh, JB?
60.
Well done, mate. Yes, that's correct. They're scoring all right, these two. I know what's going on. Who won the Norm Smith medal in that grand final?
David. They sound very similar, don't they?
Oh, who do you reckon, Dice? That sounded like David first. Yeah, David?
Hurdy.
Well done, mate. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2017?
David.
David?
JD. Joe Danaher.
And for a bonus point, how many goals did he kick?
60... I'll have to say 64 because that's what they said.
Oh, what would you have said if you weren't listening to them?
62.
Well, you shouldn't have listened to them or yourself. It was 65. Well, it's all right. You still get 1 point, but you didn't get that one. Give me the next line after this. To win the premiership flag.
JB. David.
JB?
Our boys.
Get it?
Who played this grand old game?
Yeah, that is. That's it. How'd we go score-wise? 6 versus 5. David, you're our winner. Well done. Jesus, you guys were good. That was seriously good. Leave your microphones just on the caps there. That'll do. Just for that, mate, you take that because that's a really good effort from you. You get first prize. That's a merchandise pack, and don't go away. There's a couple of vouchers in there. Head off to the Comics Lounge and also to Funfields. Good on you, mate. Thanks for playing. They were good. We like that. A little bit of fun. All right, we need 2 contestants up here. Those 2 kids to put their hands up. I'm seeing... Here they come. All right. Actually, you 2, you can come and stand up here. You come and stand, just sort of float yourself around. Can I get you, young lady, just to come in here a little bit? Yeah, all right, just step in there. Yeah, about there. So as we can see you, that's all. Now, who am I speaking with? What would your name be? Rosemary, nice to meet you. And? Aidan, nice to meet you both. Welcome along. What you're going to be doing, you're going to be keeping score. So I'll get Zach to turn that back to 1 for you. And each time that the boys get one of these questions right, you need to flip over the paddle. Do you understand what's going on, guys? All good?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Like the last one.
Aidan,
well,
you
good.
give me the answers if you know them, okay?
Rosemary, like that. All right, what's going to happen here? The questions are actually given to you and the answers come from you. So I'm going to be asking you a series of questions about Dyson and you then have to tell me whether those questions are right or wrong, Dyson. And then I'll reverse those questions from Dyson back to you and you need to tell me whether those questions are right or wrong. So who'd like to go first?
Zachy, go
Zach
first.
would, all right. Thanks for volunteering, Zach. Here we go. What is Dyson's age?
You're not that old, are you? Nah. Pretty young. You'd be 25, I reckon.
Yeah, well done.
Well done. All right.
Well done.
That's 1 point. Rosemary, she's right on the ball here. What is Dyson's birth date, month and year?
I should probably know this. It wasn't that long ago, was it?
Come on.
I think, yeah. Oh, gee, I should know this. His birthday is in March?
You're not far off. May.
May.
No good.
No score, Rosemary. Sorry about that.
Didn't get invited to his birthday, so...
Divides people, this show.
Yeah,
Do you know where he was born?
I don't know if you... Were you born there? What's the big town there? I I don't know if you born in Sale.
Nah, not in Sale. Liam Gaffer.
Liam Gaffer.
Liam Gaffer.
Bad luck.
Didn't know
Hey,
there was
Aiden,
hospitals in there. So
don't drift off. Come in. Close though, boys. Do you know his middle name?
Nah, no idea.
No idea.
Say Thomas or something.
Matthew.
Matthew.
There you
All
go.
right. Get ready because these questions are coming your way. Do you know where he last holidayed?
Sri
Anywhere
Lanka.
at all?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka?
Well, yeah, out of Australia it was, so
Okay.
I'll give him that.
Otherwise,
him
Byron.
All right.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
I should be more specific out of Australia, but I always like just where did you go? Growing up, who did he barrack for?
Essendon.
Well done.
Well done. Beautiful. How you going there, Rosemary? Flipping them all over. Good girl. Do you know if he collects anything or has a hobby?
What do you collect? He has a hobby for houses.
Well, yeah, that's
Real
fair. I
estate
do.
houses.
Yeah.
That is a hobby, property. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
give you
Property
that.
investment. Yeah, all right. He collects houses. I like it. Do you know what annoys him the
Huge
most?
collection.
Do you know what annoys him the most?
Geez, could be a range of things. I know that he's allergic to cats, but has a cat. But I think he likes the cat, so it's probably not.
That's huge. That's good by you, June. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
You come with lots of knowledge. I
Yeah.
like it. Do you know if he has a pet? And if so, what is its name?
Yeah, he's got Ziggy, dog, golden retriever.
Beautiful. Well done.
Yeah.
How many brothers or sisters does he have?
2 brothers.
Yep.
Oh, he's going well. You're getting a good workout here, Rosemary. Well done. Is he superstitious?
Nah, he's probably the most flexible guy at the club, so I think no.
Beautiful.
Well
done.
said. All right. How many goals has he kicked in his career to date?
He played a couple of years down back. That would have hurt him. Probably 60 or 70.
No, 45.
Yeah, thanks, June.
Yeah. This is when they're paying attention to see when they get introduced. I like it. How many games has he played to date?
Oh, that year off hurt you hard. He'd be close to 142.
Not bad. Not bad.
Close, mate. 130.
Not bad.
And your last question, how would you describe his sense of humour?
Sense of humour. He likes his own jokes. He's a
my finger.
pretty laid back character, I'd say.
That's a great answer, June. I'll give you that point.
Wow. So, come on through. You're all right, come around there. Where are you? There you go. Hold up the score for everyone. A score of 9. Very good. Not bad. Well done, Rosemary. You can take a rest now. Aiden, you're up. All right, you're up. We're going to ask those same questions. You can do whatever you want, darling. It's your show. What we're going to do now, I'm going to ask those same series of questions. They're going to be reverted back, obviously, to Zach. So, do you know what is Zach's age?
Junior would be you 23 or 22?
22.
Oh,
I
wrong.
thought him on at his
No
birthday.
score. No score yet, Aiden. What is his birth date, month and year?
Okay, well, he's 22. The year has to be, well, it was 92, so you're 95 then. And you were, when are you?
What are you?
I want to say December. Are you December?
October.
Oh, I knew you were late.
Wow,
Anyway,
there you go. Still no score, Aiden.
righto.
Do you know where he was born?
Yeah, fair game. I don't think there'd be a hospital in Cobden, so I'm going to say Geelong. No.
Nah, Warrnambool.
Warrnambool.
Yeah, other way. Righto.
Oh, wow. Still no
game.
score. All right. Do you know his middle name?
Zachary. I'm going to say Herbie.
Zachary Hervey?
Nah, Lewis.
Lewis. All right, there you go. Do you know where he last holidayed?
Junior, where did he, well, he went to the States, so out of Australia, I'm going to say America.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I went all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah.
It was good fun.
West Coast, East Coast?
Both. Went to both,
Yeah,
yeah.
beautiful. All right. Yeah, got it. Yeah, point. All right,
Yeah,
okay.
beautiful.
Growing up, who did he barrack for?
Junior, was he... Were you Richmond or Carlton?
Cold, but you're getting closer.
I'm suggesting you're not close, Dyson.
No, well, you weren't Bombers. I don't reckon you were Bombers. No, I don't know.
I
Some
was Bulldogs.
doggies, man. Doggies, man. No, I wouldn't have got that. No.
Okay.
Righto.
Do you know if he collects anything or if he has a hobby?
Collects anything. He's got a few basketball Guernseys now.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Okay,
Beauty.
give you that one. All right, good. Do you know what annoys him the most?
What annoys him? What annoys him? BJ.
He annoys most people, doesn't he?
Give him a
I'll
point.
take
We
that.
can't say that. Do you know if he has a pet? If so, what is its name?
Yeah, Golden Retriever Maya.
Yeah, correct.
Well done. Another point. Well done. So what are we looking at there? 4 versus 9, and we've still got a few to go.
bits of-
How many brothers or sisters does he have?
He's got one brother.
Yeah.
Well done.
Give him a hard one. I'm getting kicked under the table here. Is he superstitious?
No, not superstitious.
No.
Got his routines, but not superstitious.
Good. All right. How many goals has he kicked in his career to date?
Junior's kicked a few snags. Would have kicked. Played 82 games. Would have kicked. Oh, he'd be close to me. He'd be close to me now. 40. I'm going to say 44.
31.
Ah,
Do you know
damn.
no score
Catching
there,
me.
Aiden. Do you know how many games he's played to date?
Going to say 82.
Oh, well done. Good comeback.
Yes.
Number 6. Yep. Here is your last question. How would you describe Junior's sense of humour?
Sense of humour. Gonna say, how am I gonna say? He's very witty. Very witty.
Give him a couple of bonus points.
Yes. Love that.
Bonus points. Yeah, give him 2. What did he finish up with? A
Give him a
score
towel.
of 8.
Hey,
He still loses. Guess what,
Yeah.
Rosemary? Hey.
well
winner.
done. Well
Winner,
done.
winner, chicken dinner. Well done, guys. Thank you very much. Aiden, you're a champion. What I'll do for you, there's a beanie for you, all right? That'll keep your head warm. This will keep your stubby warm. That's yours to take, but also there's some vouchers. That's for Mum and Dad to go to the Comics Lounge, but also you can go to Funfields, all right? So enjoy it. I'll take that off you. Thanks, Rosemary. Thanks, Aiden. Well done. Thanks, guys. All right, who else wants to play? All you got to do is stand up here and turn over the paddles, just like that, and you get some passes. I'll take that lady right there, and that little fella over the back there. Come on over. All you have to do, if you can turn those paddles back to 1 for these 2 contestants, we'll keep you down there because you're not a kid, and you might dominate over. Not that we don't want you. I'll get you to just stand there as well, just to be on equal footing. What you two are going to be doing here? Can I ask your name so we can introduce you? Sean. George. Nice. John. Sorry, John. Sean. George, John, and Sean. All right. It's a bit of a split personality. And your name? Rebecca. See, that was easy enough. Thank you. Nice to meet you, John. Sean. Well done. Good to have you here. What we're going to do here, I'm going to test the boys' knowledge of how well they know their teammates. So we're going to introduce a segment with Say My Name. All right, Sean and Rebecca, you're going to be playing on behalf of both Dyson and also Zach. So each time that these boys get one right, you'll just turn over the paddle. It's really that simple. Who'd like to go first here, boys? Dyson would. All right.
I'll go.
Fantastic.
Here we go.
What I'm
Let's
going to be
go,
doing
Sean.
here, I'm going to be reading out the number of the player.
Yep.
And you have to give me their name.
Okay.
All right. Full name would be best, but if you could just want to give me their surname, that's fine too.
Rightio.
You've got 45 seconds on the clock to get as many right as you can. So you're going to be turning over the paddle
Jeez.
first, Sean. All right. Beautiful. Here we go. Time starts now. Number 1.
Andrew McGrath.
Correct. Number 33.
Jaden Laverty.
Correct. Number 45.
Is Connor McKenna.
Correct. Number 42.
Is Adam Sard.
Correct. Number 2.
Is Tom Bell Chambers.
Correct. Number 29.
Is Paddy Ambrose.
Correct. Number 34.
Is Jake Long.
Yeah, very good. Number 3.
Number 3, Darcy Parish.
Correct. 25.
Is... Oh, yeah, come on, team. Jake Stringer.
Shh.
Jakey Stringer.
Well done, mate. Number 4.
Is Cole Langford.
Well done. Number 23.
Is David Myers.
Correct. Number 6.
Is Joe Danaher.
Correct. 37.
Is Brandon Zerk Thatcher. No. Threw me. Who threw me?
Lucky.
It was
Bill.
Dylan Clark.
Bonus point.
What's number, Snatchy?
Snatchy is, I don't know.
How'd he go there? Finished up with 12. That's not too bad, Sean. Finished up with 12 dice.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, all right, mate. Well done. 12 in 45 seconds. You can beat that, so Zach.
I'm just still thinking, what number is Snatchy?
You might get it,
Ask
so
him.
you might find out. Here we go. I'm going to start with your 45 seconds. Your time. Are you ready, Rebecca? We'll start now. Number 8.
Gleeson,
Correct. 10.
Francis,
Correct. 43.
Tip and Woody,
Correct. 14.
Ridley,
Correct. 17.
Stewart,
Correct. 19.
Much,
Correct. 20.
Jackson.
Correct. Yep. 21.
Dice,
Correct. 16.
Begley,
Correct. 22.
Lornberger,
Correct. 5.
Smith,
Correct. 15.
Green,
Correct. 7.
that's me.
24.
Houlihan,
Correct. 18.
Hurley,
Correct. 49.
That's a long
D.
45 seconds.
Yeah, correct. 36.
Hartley,
Yeah.
Well done.
Score 17. They were both 45 seconds, weren't they? Thank you, time
He's
clock
cutting half
register.
the time. I was given first names and last names.
They're not competitive either, are they? Oh, I love that. Congratulations, mate. You're our winner, which means that's you. So, Dyson, Sean will give you a beanie just for being a top little champion. And on top of your little winnings, there's your vouchers and there's your stubby holder and your key ring and your bumper sticker, and you're a champion. Thank you very much for playing, guys. Well done. Good to have you. Thanks for having a little bit of fun with us. The boys want to check out the name as well, so having a little bit of squiz of that. What we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to introduce one more segment. Then after that, we're actually going to get up and we'll get over there and go and do some photos, and then we'll come back and we'll do some auction items, and then we'll basically be nearly wrapping up the show. The boys have got, it's a coterie group thing tonight, yeah? So they're going to get back to the club at around about 90, so we're going to get them out of here without too much pain. But what we'll do, boys, whilst we're talking about not too much pain, these are a lot of the questions you answered earlier, so if you want to feel free to pass, you can. We're going to introduce a segment, though. It's called What Can I Say? Have you liked all the intros tonight, Jack? Have you liked all the intros tonight?
I have, yeah. Some of my favourite songs have
Yeah, really? Yeah, no sarcasm there. Good, good. All right. So here we go, boys. It's What Can I Say? Finish this sentence with one word or finish it with, whatever you want to say. What are your thoughts on the AFLX?
No.
No, don't mind the concept. It needs improving.
Okay. I like your answer better, Zach. Pre-season games are?
Required.
Yep.
Yeah, dull, I'll be honest. Pretty dull.
Okay, all right. Pre-season games are dull, but AFLX, all right. Okay.
No, in a different way here, Damo.
Yeah.
Like, AFLX has the capacity to go broader. You can play it internationally and things like that. Growing the game, mate. That's what I'm all about.
I love it. That's a bloody good answer. Thanks, mate. Very good. Should a Super Goal be in home and away games?
No.
No. Travelling interstate is?
Fun.
Yeah. Chance to get away.
Good.
Fun.
Should Tasmania have a team of their own?
Yeah, move the Gold Coast there.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I definitely reckon they should. Yep.
Yeah, all right, good. Thursday night footy is?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, love it. Footy every day of the week.
Good. Your thoughts on a mid-season draft?
Yeah, I think, yes, definitely. Yep.
Okay.
Nah, not big on it.
All right. Bomber supporters are?
The best.
Yeah, they can answer that for
Yep.
us.
Awesome, and they're
Beautiful.
the best. Yeah, we like
The
it.
best.
Okay. Would you like to see State of Origin return?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Whoa, good answer. Your thoughts on the Twilight Grand Final?
Just want to be there, don't really care when it is.
Yeah, bloody played at midnight, whatever.
Have you been watching these shows on YouTube or something? Your answers are bloody good. I'm loving it. What is your favourite ground to play on?
MCG.
Yeah.
Yep.
G.
I'll leave it at that. Should staging be a finable or reportable offence?
I was happy to see Greeny get fined, but I think a fine's enough. That's heavy enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely fine enough. Yeah.
Fine's enough, all right. Being an AFL footballer is?
Really enjoyable, yeah.
Yeah, it's bloody oath. It's a privilege, but good fun.
Yeah,
Love it.
great. I love your answers. An AFL coach's job is?
Stressful.
It's a shit gig, I reckon.
Let's be honest. Your thoughts on Good Friday football? as soon as it's coming
I
up.
love it. I reckon it's
Yep.
great.
Yeah,
idea.
absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent. Do you like round 23, the bye round?
I don't really mind.
Yeah, I like it. I do. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Playing for the Bombers is?
Rewarding, yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Excellent. Rewarding and unbelievable. Very good answers. Which team has the most feral supporters?
Probably Port Adelaide, I reckon.
Port Adelaide?
Yeah. No, obviously the Pies are the obvious one.
Yep.
Richmond are pretty foul too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only done 3 shows and Port Adelaide's come up trumps each time. Which team has the most... Oh, no, I've done that one. What's better, mark or goal of the year?
I like seeing good goals. I love kicking goals. I can't really mark, so I'll say goal.
Yeah. I'd like to take a hanger, I reckon.
Yeah, cool. All right. Bombers this year will finish.
Hopefully first.
Yeah,
That's the
bloody
goal.
hell. First.
Excellent. When you see a poster or merchandise of yourself, what do you think?
I still laugh. Dice is everywhere. You can see me tonight, but
Yeah.
I just laugh pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, the beard's looking good.
It is actually, mate. And you'll notice I didn't bring it up once.
Thanks, mate.
Everyone else has done it for you, so I thought it'd be best I leave you alone and just let you go about it. Which team will finish with the wooden spoon in 2018?
Yeah, I'll say North Melbourne.
Yeah, I'll just go with Dice, North Melbourne.
Okay. Who's your Brownlow tip for 2018?
You had a good start, didn't you? It'd be great if we could get an Essendon player to win this, so hopefully Hep can get up. Otherwise, probably Dusty's going to be tough to beat again.
Yeah. Okay.
Beauty.
all
Well, I'll go Junior or Luke Parker.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. How was his goal on the weekend?
Yeah, it's a fair snag. Good goal. That could be your goal of the year, round 1.
Unbelievable goal. Yeah. Hey, what is your reaction when you see a kid with your number on their back?
Yeah, it makes you smile. Obviously, you grow up with other people and role models for yourself when I was younger, so it's a pretty rewarding experience.
Yeah, absolutely. No, love seeing it. You want to inspire kids and hopefully they get something, a bit of a kick out of you and give them a time of day as well. So it's great to see.
Good on you, mate. Very nice answers. Sounds like a weird question, but do you prefer summer or winter?
I love them both equally.
Yeah.
I'm summer. I'm all about summer. Yeah.
He's got a good rig though, so he can get it out.
Fair cool.
Hey, describe Melbourne traffic in one word.
Yeah. Putrid, I'll say.
Yeah, no good. No good.
Yeah, putrid and no good. Oh, yeah.
We're country boys, so we're used to no traffic lights and just booting around the
That's
place.
it.
No worry.
Makes sense to me. Hey, what's the one thing you can't live without?
My dog.
Yeah, I'd say you'd say your missus, surely.
Yeah, righto.
Don't you love the answer? Yeah, right.
Love and marriage.
Yeah, I'd say my dog.
Yeah, very good, very good. Thank you. Your last one, boys. If you had to choose music or TV,
I'd go TV. I like.
Yeah.
Be nice on TV.
Yeah, tough to not. Yeah. That is a bloody tough question. That's a good one. No, I'd TV. I'd need to have TV.
okay.
Yeah.
And yours was TV as well, Zach?
Yeah, I reckon I'd be TV. Music, go with that, but sitting on the couch would be pretty boring.
Wow, all right. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them. I like that little segment. What can I say? Thanks, boys. What we're going to do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we do these shows every Wednesday night. They're called Footy Funatics. They're done through the That's Good for Footy panel show. We love doing them. We get some fantastic players on the shows. I want to give you an indication of who we get. On April the 4th, we're heading to the Westside Hotel in Laverton. We've got Luke Dalhouse and Caleb Daniel on the show. On April the 11th, we're heading to the Sandbelt Hotel in Moorabbin with Josh Bruce and Jack Nunes from St Kilda. On April the 18th, we're heading to the Burvale with Jack Viney and Christian Petrarca. On April the 25th, we've got Dion Prestia and Josh Caddy. Richmond, that's on Anzac Day, so it's going to be a ripper show, that one. On May the 2nd, we've got Tom Mitchell, Mr. 54 Possessions, and Liam Shields from the Hawthorn Football Club at the Matthew Flinders Hotel. And on May the 9th, we've got Carlton's Patrick Cripps and Jack Silvani, live from the Excelsior Hotel in Thomastown. Like all those names I just read out on that page, we get fantastic players on these shows. This is an example of it. Zach Merritt and Dyson Apple. Can you please put your hands together for them? Thanks, boys. Really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for being part of it. All I can say from here is Thanks to Sam, thanks to Sandy, thanks for being part of it. You've been watching Footy Funatics. Good night, everyone. My name's Damien. Cheers.